Hey guys, so get ready, get your scissors out, because today you're gonna be cutting, and you're gonna be cutting and cutting, and hopefully I'm gonna help you guys keep some money in your wallet. Stay tuned. Hey guys, hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about some things that I've cut out over the years to help me cut down on my spending, as well as like keep a little bit of money in my wallet. When I was single, I didn't have a child, things were fine. Like, I was spending here left and right, and it was no big deal with like having to watch everything. And then things kind of changed. And now I'm a mom, I'm married, and me and hubby pretty much sat down and kind of talked about some of the things that we can cut now to kind of help and to leave a little bit of money in our wallets. I also took the time, this is a tip that I would give you, to look at your statement and see where your money's going. I didn't do that a lot. So I actually looked, and a lot of my money was going to Starbucks coffee. It's sad to say. And then I also looked and I noticed it was a lot of clothing. This is not recently, but something I did a while back. So I was like, okay, whoa, things need to change. I'm a mom now. Like, I need to worry about my kid and making sure that he's good before I buy clothes. It's really hard when you're a YouTuber and you do like fashion videos and stuff like that. It's really hard, guys. But you know, it has to be done. Started. So a couple years ago, the first thing that I did was to move from like a monthly service phone carrier type of thing, like a Verizon or T-Mobile, to a prepaid. I remember a lot of people were talking down on prepaid phones and things like that, but you know what? It was one of the best things I ever did, because I used to have Verizon, for example, and my bill used to change so much. And every time I called customer service to ask what was going on, nobody really can tell me anything. They just had additional fees that did not make any sense, and blah 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 blah. So I moved to T-Mobile years later. Again, same situation, my bill was never the same. So I looked around and finally decided on Boost Mobile. I've had Boost Mobile for 7 years, no issues. My bill has stayed $50 a month. Hubby was also, when I met him, he was also on Boost Mobile, so it was really perfect for us. We pretty much were paying $100, and that was it. Like, you know, getting everything unlimited. So we have nice phones. It's not anything big deal, like, because I remember people just kind of looking at like, oh yeah, Boost, oh gosh, it's terrible. I've never had issues with Boost. He never had issues with Boost and things like that. So that's the first thing you can do, is definitely move your phone carrier to a prepaid. One is, when I looked at my statement, I saw Starbucks a million times a day. When I used to work, I was really spending a lot of money at Starbucks, and it just was like, no. So I decided to pretty much get a coffee maker. I bought a cheap coffee maker that's 60 bucks and started getting my whipped cream, getting my caramels or whatever I needed on the side, creamer, and make my coffee at home. I have a little nice cup that I take when I was working. I would take it with me, and it's been a money saver. Like, it's really nice not to see Starbucks so many times on my statement. Now this one was a big one. We signed up for DirecTV like I think 3 years ago, and it was the worst thing that we ever did. We were stuck with a contract for about 2 years. If you cancel, they would charge you that big fee. So we we pretty much yeah, we're paying. When we started, they told us that we pay $50, and then within 2 years in, we noticed the bill changed from 50, 70, and 90, 100 plus. So we were like, okay, what's going on? And pretty much what it came down to is, they said when we signed up, there was something that said we pretty much, the $50 was dependent on getting a certain amount of credits every month. This credits is what took it from being a $90 bill every month to a $50. So whenever we kind of didn't pay things on time or something like that, they would take away the credits, and then we'd end up with that. So pretty much, if you're signing up with anything, you have to read the fine line, which a lot of people don't, but that's really what it came down to. So we were glad, like I think 3 months ago we canceled it, and it was the best thing ever, because now all we have to pay for is internet. We watch YouTube and we watch Netflix. Done. That was like a relief in both of our pockets, like a relief. So yeah, cut out the cable, you don't need it. And we also noticed that we were not watching TV that much. Like, my son would just watch a lot of cartoons. Cartoons are on YouTube, so it's on Netflix. So pretty much that was a really easy one, but we really feel it now when we get in that we don't have to use that 100 plus every month. All right, so the next one, this is getting your hair done. As a black woman, we love to do our hair. With hair, I'm going to talk about 3 things. One of the first things is actually buying hair. Buying hair is costly. So one thing that I've done now to save up is I bought like different styles of crochet braids. These are crochet braids, for example. This is crochet hair. I didn't get curly hair because curly hair is hard to manage. I got different styles. So I have Senegalese twists like this. I get Senegalese twists that are longer. I got faux locks. I got faux locks with curly ends. So pretty much I can count to have about 8 different styles of crochet braids that I could switch up and not get so bored with having the same hairstyle. So that's one tip I can give you, is to go and really do your research and figure out like at least like a good 3 styles that you can always reuse, wash, condition, and put it back in your hair. The next thing is learning to do your own hair. This is from doing relaxers, doing trims, doing things that have to do with your hair on your own. YouTube has been a lifesaver for me on that. I'm watching everything from press-on nails to learning how to do your own hair to learning how to freaking get your own waxing. I'm just kidding, I didn't do that one. But yeah, you could really definitely learn a lot on how to do certain things on your own, so you don't have to pay somebody to do it. Because I was spending almost monthly $100 to do my hair, my weaves, and my crochet braids. Like what? Like why was I doing that? So once I took, I watched a video how to cornrow. It was the basis pretty much for most of my styles. So now I can weave my own hair, crochet braid my own hair. There's other styles like for faux buns that you can do. So really put in the time and learn how to do your own hair, because paying somebody to do it is too costly. And changing it up it's really costly pretty much. So that was one thing that I did. The other thing with that is buying hair products. A couple years ago I stopped. I pretty much used up the stash that I had. I went in and looked at what staples that I had that work for me, and from all the million products I had, I'm down to 5 products that work. Why didn't I do that earlier? Don't trust a lot of YouTubers. I'm saying that I'm not a YouTuber, but I try to be very honest. A lot of YouTubers are being promoted. A lot of YouTubers are sponsored. So they can tell you that they're using something, they like something, but really honestly, you don't know. So really take the time to try out products until you figure out what works for you, and once you find it, stick with that, because it's really nice to not have a stash now filled up with stuff that I'm not using, that are not working, to things that do work. It feels so good, guys. Like I'm down to a really good conditioner that I love, like the for protein moisturizing conditioner. I'm down to one shampoo that I paid pretty much $1 for. So I just want to say, take the time, just figure out what works for you, and don't try that every time somebody say they like something, you go out and buy it. Look for things that you actually need in your life that are useful, like that go the long run. I also never did my eyebrows before. I'm now using a brow mascara, and it's been really nice. I have a BB cream, so that's it. As far as makeup, I don't wear makeup. I've never worn makeup most of my life. It's been a lifesaver and also money saver, but really comes down to that. That's all it is. It's figuring out what simple things that can work, and saving money on it. All right, next one is a pedicure or manicure. I'm not big on doing nails and stuff like that, but I do like to keep my toenails polished and stuff like that. I just don't like it when it looks really bad. So with that, I paint my nails every often, and I use colors that are a little bit darker, that are not too like lightweight. They can easily see where your cuticles and how rough your nails are and things like that. And it's been really a lifesaver for me. I definitely buy really colors that are kind of neutral. They work really well, and they don't show too much of your feet. Like if you've not had like professional work done, like somebody can tell like, oh my god. So these colors that work really great, and yeah, so I've been doing that. Okay, the next one is eating out. I'm not big on eating out. I love to cook. I feel like cooking is an adventure, and every day I try something new. If you follow me on Instagram, Liz Main Hair, you're gonna see all the stuff I'm cooking. I really do enjoy cooking, so eating out is not really something I think about too hard. When I do go out, I'll have like, you know, a good margarita, for example, and things like that. But it's definitely, I've watched a lot of videos and people said this is really hard on a lot of people because a lot of people eat out. This has not been something I really have to think about cutting out, because it was never anything. I cook a lot, but I think it's just fun to watch like videos on things that you can make and freeze and use them later on and things like that. So this is something you can definitely cut out. I didn't do it, but it's very useful from what I've seen. Okay, the last one, I was giving it a little more time. The last one, gosh, this has been the hardest. When I started YouTube, I was doing a lot of fashion videos. I was also single. I didn't have a child, and I was buying clothes here and there, and I would do like looks for them and things like that. But that has changed, as you guys have noticed. I'm not doing too many fashion related videos as much. I'm gonna do them, but I'm gonna really be particular about it, because it was really costing me a lot of money. Most of my statements, as I said, was filled with a lot of clothing stores, so I had to look and say, whoa. Be particular. I go buy things that I know are gonna work back to what I already have. I looked at my closet and I know kind of like what I have. And I can just say, okay, if I buy 2 t-shirts, these colors are definitely gonna work with that legging, and they're gonna work with those jeans that I had, and things like that. And sometimes I'll even take a picture of my closet before I go, and then I know like, oh, I have that little jacket, this could go with that. I no longer buy things because I go, ooh, that's exciting, oh my god, I'm gonna try that, when it won't work with anything else in my closet. So that's one thing I can tell you guys. It's just shop with a purpose, and shop with, you know, things you know you're gonna use a lot. I'm pretty much using a lot of stuff that I had before, and now I'm just looking at my closet differently, and I'm like, what could I wear with that? So shopping was one of the hardest things to cut out, but it's definitely like it's way better. And now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, I've noticed like I'm just reusing what I already have and trying to be creative with it. I mean, I love to shop, and I want to stop doing that, but it's just now is a different kind of shopping. It's shopping like for things I need, like, okay, now winter is coming, I don't have a good coat or a good jacket, I'm gonna look for a jacket. I'm not gonna go look for like a wonderful skirt that I'm not gonna wear, you know. So that's the difference now. So or like a lot of YouTubers say they will do like in the fitting room with me, because that way it saves them from buying stuff. So I was at a place where I was just buying so many clothes that some were hanging with tags in the closet, and that was just ridiculous. So I cut that down, and that's been really nice on my budget. And hubby and I like had a discussion about this whole thing, and yeah, so I was like, okay, I need to really rethink it. And I love clothes, like a lot of other women do, but there's a way that you could buy clothes but not buy it just because, oh, things are exciting but you're not going to use it, or things you can't fit and things like that. No. Yeah, so those are the things that I've definitely cut out of my budget that have really been really nice. And I also canceled my Amazon Prime because I was paying for it every monthly, but I noticed that I was using it every so often. So why pay for it if I'm only using it so often? It's like, you know. So I did that, and that's been nice, because sometimes I would just go on Amazon and look through things because I had the free shipping and it would come to my house. No. So I stopped that. Anyway, so those are pretty much all the things I cut out. You guys share some of the things you cut out of your budget to help you kind of keep a little bit of money in your wallet, and I'll see you guys in the next video.